What's up everybody, it's TKE and today I am bringing back one of my original ideas, and that was the Magic Johnson rebuild. For those of you who haven't watched the Giannis one and the KD one, make sure you go check those out as well. But basically we're just trying to win 5 straight championships with one singular player playing every position. So they'd have to spend 1 year at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And with Giannis I think we got 3 titles, and then with KD we got 4 titles. So today we're doing it with Ben Simmons, and we'll see if we can try and get all 5 for the very first time. Yeah, so it's going to be really exciting. Also in the comment section below, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, if I haven't already by the time this drops, I want some questions because I might do a Q&A if I get enough questions. So put them in the comment section below, and if I get enough questions to make a Q&A, I will definitely do that. But now let's get into this video. So you all already know how this works. We fantasy drafted a team. I didn't pick it, but we just had it completely generated, and then we picked the team that Ben Simmons is on. And in today's video, he is on the Detroit Pistons. Now, I rebuilt the Pistons in my last video and like 2 videos before that. But this one's a fantasy draft, so it's not the Pistons at all. We're just using their logo and their colors basically, so it's fine. I wish it would be a different team, because you guys are probably sick of seeing like Pistons stuff, but it is what it is. We're going to use the Pistons again, and we'll try and win our 5 straight championships. Good thing is Ben Simmons is locked up here. He has 6 years left on his contract, so basically he'll be here for such a long time, so he should be pretty good. We also have Clint Capella, Dante DiVincenzo, Draymond Green, Aaron Baines, Eric Pascal, Justice Winslow, Doug McDermott, Gary Harris, Mike Muscala, Luka Mbah-a-Moute, Frank Ntilikina, Ty Jerome, and Edmund Sumner. So we have a bunch of like medium-sized contracts actually. We got Draymond, Gary Harris, Clint Capella, Justice Winslow, Ben Simmons' contract is actually really big after this season. So we actually have a little bit of money to work with here, but we are at the beginning of season number 1. And I'm gonna, usually in the past 2, I've done it where the player's worst position is what I start with, because as they get older, like KD and LeBron, they're going to start regressing. But Ben Simmons is only going to get better, so I'm probably going to do his best position to start out with. So we'll just see what that is quick before we do anything. Ben Simmons as a point guard is an 89. As a center, he is an 85. He's an 89 power forward, a 92 small forward, and a 91 shooting guard. We're going to go with the small forward. He's going to be a 92 for this first year, because I've never won a championship in the first year on either of the other 2, so I'm really hoping I can do that here. I can get Spencer Dinwiddie and Steven Adams. I would have to throw in my first round pick, but realistically, that's looking to be hopefully like the last pick in the first round. So this is something I'm definitely considering doing. And it looks to be the best option out there, so I'm going to do that. And we can probably switch Clint Capella to a power forward. He goes up to a 90. So I didn't see a lot, except I see Lou Williams here. So we're going to snag Lou. We'll switch him to a shooting guard, I think. Or maybe we'll switch Dinwiddie to a shooting guard. Lou goes up to an 83. Dinwiddie goes up to an 84. We'll do Lou at shooting guard, I think. I don't think the bench is good enough to win a championship this year. That's the tough thing. But the starting lineup is definitely good. DiVincenzo's good off the bench. Pascal, does he have a little bit of trade value? We don't have a lot of young players with trade value. That's the tough thing. Frank Ntilikina should have a little bit of trade value. So we'll throw him and maybe like Doug McDermott, and we'll see if we can get anything for them. I don't want to throw in picks because I still need to rebuild 5 straight years, not just in this season. So it's kind of be rough. Dennis Schroeder be a good backup point guard to have. And that looks to be the best thing we can do, and I actually like that because Markieff Morris isn't too bad either, and if I switch him to a small forward, maybe he goes up a little bit, so we'll see if we can do that quick. And where is he at? He goes to a 76, so he goes up 1 point. That's not bad. So Dennis Schroeder is starting now. I don't want that. I want Dinwiddie starting. And then Lou Williams, Ben Simmons, Clint Capella, Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder, Dante DiVincenzo, Aaron Baines, Eric Pascal. Yeah, it's not, maybe this team actually is good enough to win us a championship. None of the other teams are really stacked because, it's a fantasy draft, so literally every team should be somewhat even, and we might have been able to build the best team here. Now I want to set the system to pace and space. Now it's 3 and it's only 3 stars. Okay. So do I think this team is good enough to win here in the first season? I think it is. I think we're just going to go for it. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to try and get a first-round pick in this year's draft. If I trade somebody like Ty Jerome, can I get a first-round pick? Try and get the Timberwolves first-round pick, unprotected maybe. Lou Williams, Clint Capella, Dante DiVincenzo, Eric Pascal, Ty Jerome, and Aaron Baines. We get Ekpe Udoh. I think I'm going to go for it. And I'll try and flip Udoh and try and get maybe a little bit better of a center. I could get another first-round pick from the Hawks, but I'd have to throw my 2024. But maybe I would do that, because first-round picks are going to be valuable. I don't know where it's going to land, but it's definitely something we can look to do. I'll do it. We also have Dylan Windler. Dwight Powell, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we probably are going to have to sign some free agents or something here, because I want to try and send Windler down to the G League and see if he might become something. So we'll sign Mike Scott and Joakim Noah. Okay, and now let's see if we can send Windler down to the G League. Okay, maybe we need one more player. So Raul Neto. So Windler is going down to the G League. Let's set the rotation quick. And is it at 10 men? It's at 11. I want a 10-man rotation. Now, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dante DiVincenzo, Ben Simmons, Clint Capella, Steven Adams, Lou Will, Dennis Schroeder, Eric Pascal. Yeah, Dwight Powell, Markieff Morris. It's a decent team. It should be able to win us a championship. So I'll catch you guys at the end of season number 1 and see if we can start this on a good note for the very first time. Alright, so I thought this team was going to be good, but I didn't think it would be this good. We won 71 games. We only had 11 losses. Not going to complain about that. I hope I can sustain this success through the playoffs and into the next 4 seasons. Luka Doncic almost with a 38-point triple-double. Impressive. Very impressive. Zion won Rookie of the Year in Indiana. Devontae Graham won 6-man in Indiana. Kawhi won Defense Player in Washington, and then Luka won Most Improved as well. Michael Stafford wins Coach of the Year. All NBA first team, we do not have Ben Simmons. Second team, we also do not have Ben Simmons. We do have Ben Simmons on All NBA third team. Defensive teams, we have no Pistons. And rookie teams, I don't know if we have any rookies or not. We have Pascal, I guess. So, obviously, we are the 1 seed over in the Eastern Conference. Check out some stats quick before we get into it. Ben Simmons averaged 19.7. He's our small forward. Dinwiddie played well. Lou played really well. Schroeder played good. Capella played well. Yeah, we actually played really well as a team. But like nobody over 20 points. So I'm going to go and just set the rotation again just to make sure everything is good. And then we should get into it. And everything looks to be in tip-top shape. So we're good. Let's simulate this first round against the New York Knicks. And let's see who they have on their team. They have Eric Bledsoe, Bradley Beal, DeMar DeRozan, Jay Crowder, Jonas Valanciunas. That's actually not a bad team. So we'll simulate this round here. Hopefully we can take them. 1-0. 2-0. Can we sweep New York and just move into the second round? We sure do. Now we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets. So the Hornets have Emmanuel Mudiay, Paul George, Joe Ingles, Maxi Kleber, and Andre Drummond with Miles Bridges, Omari Spellman, Cam Reddish coming off the bench. It's a pretty decent team. We should be able to beat them as well, though. See if we can take Game 1. We do. Game 2, we do. 3, we do. And Game 4, we also win. So now we're going to go up against Washington, who just went 7 games with Toronto. They have John Wall, Dylan Brooks, Kawhi Leonard, Danilo Gallinari, Kelly Olynyk. This is a good team. I'm kind of scared about this one, to be honest. Simulate the first game. We win. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Now it's time to go up against Luka Doncic, Kyle Lowry, Trevor Ariza, Marcus Morris, and Mitchell Robinson round out that lineup. Luka's kind of a cheat code. We go up 1-0. Now they're up 2-1, tied 2-2, and they're up 3-2. Come on, man. What do I gotta do? Hopefully we can take this one. They start out in the lead. It's back and forth now. No way. Oh, they won by 1 point. Bro. You can never win in the first season. Goodness. Okay, Luka won MVP. Or Finals MVP. He played crazy. Yeah, wow. Alright. So, obviously the team was not good enough to win us a championship in year 1. Always seems to be the toughest. Let's go to the lottery. Let's see where those 2 picks we have fall. Oh, wow. We're projected the 2nd pick from the Timberwolves. Thank you. Let's see what ends up. And we end up at 5. Still top 5 pick nonetheless. We also have the 21st pick from Atlanta. So far, Edwards, Toppin, Halliburton, and LaMelo Ball have been taken. So who are we going to be able to get at our pick? And James Wiseman is here. Do I want Wiseman or Okoro? I'm going to go Wiseman. We have big men, but I'm going to take James Wiseman because he's going to be a solid player. Maybe I'm just going to run him in the G League this entire season. But go to our next pick, which is 21, I think. And Aaron Nesmith's here. Tyrese Maxey. I'm going to go with Nesmith, I think. He's a shooting guard, 6'6", got good size. We'll get out of the draft, and we'll see what we can do in free agency and everything like that. So we have some big contracts like Steven Adams and obviously Ben Simmons, but he has to stay here. Dennis Schroeder also makes a good chunk of change. Who makes $10 million down here? Dwight Powell. He might have to get traded as well. But I'm going to look into trading Steven Adams here. So I'm going to do the Mitchell Robinson deal. We'll also bring in Patrick McCaw. So another trade, like I said, I wanted to make was Dennis Schroeder because he does make a lot. So if we throw him with like Dwight Powell, can we get something decent? I kind of like that Wendell one. And then we have to throw in this first. It is what it is. We'll do that. Our first isn't that valuable. And now we have to trade Terry Rozier. Couple first round picks from the Knicks. Probably don't mind if I do, honestly. Yeah, do not mind if I do. Thank you, New York. You're helping build a super team here in Detroit. Now, we still don't have enough money for Anthony Davis? Dude, what do I have to do? And a first round pick. I think I'm going to go with Nasir Little, to be honest. Or Lucas Samanik. I'm going to go with Nasir Little. Bringing that 2021 first round pick too, which is good because like I said, we're only 1 year in. We have to keep winning championships. And we need to make one last trade to try and free up enough money here to get Anthony Davis. So I'm going to look into trading Capella and Dinwiddie and see which one I can get something decent for. Okay, I'm going to make this trade here. There's better options. There is better options to do, but not that save me enough money to bring in Anthony Davis. So we'll bring in Jaren Jackson Jr. Okay, now finally, let me throw... If I don't get him, I'm going to be so mad because I've just thrown away a lot of stuff to not get him. Give him the player option, the no trade clause. We'll offer him that. As always, we're also going to offer... Whiteside is down there. We'll offer DeRozan a contract too and see if he'll take this. We'll give him $150 million. And... we'll also offer Montrezl Harrell a contract. See if we can bring him in. Okay, who can we get? Okay, so I can bring in Anthony Davis. Let's go. They all agreed to come. They did. But Anthony Davis is a no-brainer here. Now, who can I afford? Probably not much of anything, to be honest. Myers Leonard, come to my team, please. And Jeremy Lin, come to the team, please, on a minimum contract. We bring both of those two in. I think we're set. So we only have 2 camps, not 3, which kind of sucks. We're going to send one to... James Wiseman doesn't need it. Eric Pascal. Okay, and then an untapped potential we'll also send to Jaren Jackson Jr. Cool. Matisse Thybulle, if he goes to a small forward, he probably should at least stay the same. So that's a trade we could probably do. Yeah, we'll do that one. Also bringing in a first round pick. So Matisse Thybulle as a small forward is an 81. Okay. I don't need another power forward, but Brandon Clark could run at small forward. Yeah, that actually might be something to do, because he definitely can run at small forward. I know for a fact his overall stays about the same. So Brandon Clark, small forward, stays at an 83. Beautiful, beautiful. Spencer Dinwiddie, Ben Simmons, Brandon Clark, Anthony Davis, Mitchell Robinson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Matisse Thybulle, Dante DiVincenzo, James Wiseman, and we need a point guard off the bench. So we'll see if we can make a trade for one. Okay, Anthony Simons is coming to the team. Alright, so Theo Maledon is coming to the team. He's probably going to run in the G League here. So Theo Maledon is going to the G League. Nasir Little is also going to the G League. And let's look at the rotation. I can run TJ McConnell as my backup point guard. And yeah, we're set there. The team looks good. We should be able to win ourselves a championship. I do want to start Brandon Clark probably. So let's check on the system. Pace and space is 3.5 stars. And that's the best one we can do. Yeah, nobody that's important is going to be gone this season. So I'll simulate to the end of it, and I'll catch you guys there. See if we can win ourselves a championship. So I was hoping for another 70-win season. Unfortunately, we were just a couple games off. We ended up with 68 wins, 14 losses. Again, a 35-point, almost triple-double for Luka Doncic. LaMelo Ball won Rookie of the Year. Devontae Graham won Sixth Man. Kawhi won Defensive Player of the Year. And Ja won Most Improved, with Michael Stoffer winning his second in a row Coach of the Year. Here's the All-NBA teams if you are wondering. Anthony Davis does make All-NBA third team, but I did not see Ben Simmons anywhere. All defensive teams, Ben Simmons is on. All defensive first team, and Anthony Davis makes second team. All rookie teams, James Wiseman does make all rookie second team. So he didn't have as good of rookie years as I thought. Anyways, we'll check out the stats. This team, record wasn't as good as last year, but I think overall we are a better team. Anthony Davis 20, Ben Simmons about 20, 18 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Jaren Jackson Jr. played well. Brandon Clark played pretty decent. Wiseman's probably going to be our starting center next year because he's already a 82. I guess Mitchell Robinson 87 though. Yeah, and then there's the rest of the stats if you guys are wondering. Let's get into this playoffs. Let's see if we can beat these Bulls in the first round here. Who do they have? Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, Wiggins, Saric, DeMarcus Cousins. We should beat this team. I don't think Saric is stopping Anthony Davis. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. And we sweep the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls. Going up against Boston here, the 5 seed in the second round. They have Cole Anthony, Josh Richardson, TJ Warren, Giannis, and LaMarcus Aldridge with Tyler Hero and Darius Garland off the bench. So they have a couple young players off the bench. They're a pretty decent team, but we should be able to beat them. We're down 0-1. Tied 1-1. Go up 2-1. Tied 2-2. Go up 3-2. And we escape in 6 games. Now we're facing Indiana, who is the 2 seed. Fred VanVleet, Zach LaVine, Kevin Porter Jr., Zion Williamson, Andre Drummond. This team's good. Hopefully Zion can get stopped by Anthony Davis. We're up 1-0, tied 1-1, down 2-1, down 3-1. Bro, if I don't win in this season too, I'm going to be so mad. So I just rebuilt the rotation. Here's what it looks like. Basically just went down to 9 men and got TJ McConnell out of there. So we're down 3-1. Let's see if we can win any of these last games and maybe escape with the 3-1 deficit, but it's not looking too good. Wow, yeah, we're getting absolutely killed. Bro! How is this team not good enough? I don't get it. Okay, we'll simulate the rest of the playoffs, and we'll see what happens here. So the Clippers end up going 7 games with the Pacers and winning the finals. Luka Doncic won Finals MVP. Okay, so we can only win at max 3 championships now. God, that sucks. This team is so bad. So at 9, Jonathan Kuminga is still here. Yeah, there's no way we're passing up on Kuminga at 9. He seems to be on my team every rebuild now, but you can't blame me for passing up or for taking him at 9th overall. Like, he's way too good. He goes 2 sometimes. Obviously going to sign him. Player options. We're going to accept the team options on Jackson Jr., Mitchell Robinson. Spencer Dinwiddie declined. Okay, so he's out the door. Brandon Clark, we're accepting. DiVincenzo, Thybulle. Nasir Little will accept. Clemens, he can walk. I doubt we're going to have much money, but we might have actually more than I thought because now Spencer Dinwiddie's out the door when I figured he would be back. So I'm going to see what position we have to change Ben Simmons to. We ran him at small forward. We ran him at shooting guard. So point guard, he is a 91. Power forward, he's a 91. Center, he's an 87. So we'll probably run him at point guard. No. Yeah, point guard here. We have the bird rights on Spencer Dinwiddie, so we can throw him a contract and see if he'll take that. And he is signing. Okay, so we have Spencer Dinwiddie back, so he'll run shooting guard for us. Alex Caruso, we'll throw him a contract. And that's probably all we need to do here. And we'll get out of free agency then. So we're going to send untapped potential to Jonathan Kuminga. And then also another one to maybe like Brandon Clark. Okay, and we should be good. Let's get into the season. Let's make a couple moves. And let's win us our first championship because I'm not taking no for an answer this time. We're going to trade him for DeJounte Murray and Jahmias Ramsey. Doesn't really fit the need of what we need positionally. So basically now DeJounte Murray is going to become a small forward for us and he's a 90. Then Ben Simmons can still run point guard and Dinwiddie can still run shooting guard. So I'm going to change Brandon Clark back to a power forward so he can run power forward off the bench for us. So I think we're going to make this trade here for Okongwu and Shea. Okongwu has 2 years left after this year. Team options, cheap deal. And we'd have Shea for a year, but I'm probably going to look to flip him. Kobe White, he has a year left after this one. Could maybe snag Kobe White. You know what? We're going to trade for Kobe White. That's so much to give up. I could have just kept Shea. Chasson Randall, he's coming to the team. He's going to be our point guard off the bench probably. And I want to run a 10-man rotation. We should be able to win us a championship this year. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. So we ended this season 71-11. Luka Doncic won MVP again. Cade Cunningham won Rookie of the Year. William Floyd won Sixth Man. Kawhi won Defensive Player. And then Mitchell Robinson won Most Improved, with Michael Stauffer winning his 3rd straight Coach of the Year. Here's the All-NBA teams. I don't see any Pistons. Okay, Ben Simmons and Anthony Davis did make 3rd team. And Simmons made 1st team defense. So did Anthony Davis. So we're the 1 seed again. Let's check on our stats before we get into this playoffs. Hopefully we can finally win a championship. And then hopefully win a championship the next 2 years after that as well. But here's the team so far. Simmons, Davis, Wiseman, Dinwiddie, Murray, Clark. Yeah, they played really well. So we should be able to win a championship this year, hopefully. Let's go up against Orlando. And we go up 1-0. 2-0. 3-0. And we sweep Orlando. We're going up against Toronto now. We take game 1 and game 2 and game 3. And we sweep Toronto as well. And we're going up against Indiana now, who just won 7 games with the Hornets. Little rematch from last season. And we win in 6. Okay, finally. Can we take down Luka Doncic this time? We're up 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. We finally win a championship, and Ben Simmons is the finals MVP. So now we got to try and do it 2 more times. Swap pick 18. Looks like we're going to probably take, I don't know how to say this guy's name, but you see it, from Michigan. We're going to take him, and then we'll see what we can do in free agency. We don't have like any money. So we're going to accept team options on Kobe White, James Wiseman, Matisse Thybulle, Brandon Clark, Theo Maledon, Okongwu, Shake Milton. Literally all these young players have to come back. So I'm going to try and sign Duncan Robinson in free agency here, and that's probably all we're going to do. The Heat are matching him, so we'll have to find somebody else to try and sign. And that's going to be Patrick Beverley. Hopefully we can bring him back in. Or not back in, but bring him to the team. And he did agree, so we should be good here. So we're going to send one of our training camps to Kuminga, and then another one to Kobe. Maybe Brandon Clark, actually. And we're good there. So we have too many players, so I'm going to trade these 2 for a couple picks here. And we should be able to get in the season now. So there's some players with only 1 year left on their deal, like Clark, Kobe White, Matisse Thybulle. So we're going to have to trade them and try to get people that will be around longer. So we're going to trade these 2 and a couple picks for Jackson Hayes and Obi Toppin. We're going to flip Hayes because he's on last year of his deal as well. And we're going to trade these 3 here for Brandon Ingram and LaMelo Ball. And is there anybody else on a 1-year contract that has to leave? Kobe White and Brandon Clark both still need to be traded. And they're all going to get traded for RJ and Evan Mobley. It doesn't really make that much sense, but I don't want to lose those guys for nothing. So he's a point guard now. I ran him as shooting guard and small forward, so he needs to be a power forward or a center. So he's going to be a power forward for us. We're going to trade him for Zaire Williams, I think, or Killian Hayes. We'll go Zaire Williams. And the rotation seems to be pretty much set now, so this is what it looks like if you guys are curious. And then next season we'll switch Ben Simmons and Anthony Davis, and we should be pretty good. So I'll simulate this year, see if we can win our second championship, and then go into the final season. So season 4 wrapped up. Luka again won MVP. I'm pretty sure that's like his 4th one in a row. Chet Holmgren won Rookie of the Year. Boogie won 6th Man. Giannis won Defensive Player. And then Tyrese Halliburton won Most Improved. And Michael Stafford was Coach of the Year. Wait, okay, so Giannis is also on the Clippers. So it's Giannis and Luka. There's no way we win a championship. Here's the All-NBA teams. Kuminga makes All-Rookie Second Team. Anybody on all defensive teams? We do not have anybody. Okay. Let's check out the stats before we get into this season, or into these playoffs. Anthony Davis averaged 18, Wiseman 16, RJ 15, Brandon Ingram 14. Kuminga played well. Simmons is like way down here scoring wise, but he's playing well for us. We're going up against Philly in the first round. Let's simulate, see if we can win in the first round. I'm really nervous about that Clippers team. I hope they get upset before they get to the finals. We're up 3-0, 3-1, and we move on. We're going up against Toronto now in the second round, and see if we can beat Toronto. We're down 0-1, down 0-2, 2-1, 2-2, down 3-2, tied 3-3. Let's simcast this last one. And we jump out to a really good lead, and we should be pretty much set to move on. Yep, we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals against Indiana. They have William Goss, Levine, Porter Jr., Zion, and Drummond. Hopefully we can win. We're down 0-1, down 0-2. Okay, we're down 0-3. This is insane. I do not understand. Let's go reset the rotation. And they want Maladin to start over LaMelo Ball. I guess we got to try something. So we'll simulate game 4, see if we can avoid elimination. I don't even know what... Okay, we're losing right off the bat. And we lose. We can't even make it to the finals. So far it's been 4 seasons and we've only won 1 championship. So this has been really, really bad. I mean, in real life, if you win a championship in 4 years, like, you're not going to be mad about it, but that's not the point of this video. So the Clippers end up beating the Pacers in 7 games. Alright, one last chance. See if we can end up 2 for 5, or if we're going to end up with a terrible 1 for 5. So we're going to pick up the team option on James Wiseman, Jonathan Kuminga, LaMelo Ball, Maladin, Mobley, Zaire Williams. But Anthony Davis declined his player option, which kinda sucks. So we can go over the cap to sign Anthony Davis back. So that's what we're going to try and do here. We're going to give him so much money because without Anthony Davis, we're pretty much screwed. So we're offer him as big of contract as we can. And he does agree, so that's good to see him come back to the team. Luckily, we didn't lose him because he is our best player. So we're going to send one of our untapped potentials to Zaire Williams and then the other one to Theo Maladin. And let's get into the season. I don't know if there's many moves we can make because every trade seems to be a negative one in our favor or not in our favor. I don't know. They're just not good for us, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So it's a rotation. We have LaMelo Ball, RJ Barrett, Kuminga, Davis, Wiseman. Wiseman has to switch with Ben Simmons. And then Theo Maladin, Zaire Williams, Evan Mobley. I think that's the best team we're going to get. So we're just going to simulate with this team this season, and hopefully we can win a championship. Balanced system is the best system for us. So we'll simulate and hopefully finally get our second championship. So in the final season, we matched the Warriors' best record of all time, 73 wins, 9 losses. Luka won his 5th straight MVP, I believe. Yep, 5 straight MVPs. He's got 3 championships. He's just been crazy since this video started. Adrian Griffin Jr. won Rookie of the Year. Bol Bol won 6th Man. Anthony Davis won Defensive Player of the Year. And Cole Anthony won Most Improved. Benjamin Walker won Coach of the Year, who is our new head coach. And nobody in All-NBA first team or second team or third. Oh yeah, LaMelo Ball actually makes All-NBA third team. Defensive teams, we do not have anybody. And rookie teams, we also do not have anybody. So we are the 1 seed, like we have been this entire video. Let's check out the stats. What? Oh, those are playoff stats. I was so confused with the zeros across the board. Okay, so James Wiseman actually is our leading scorer, even though he is coming off the bench. And Ben Simmons, not playing that well, but it is what it is. He has to be our starting center, so I'll make sure he still is, and he is. So we'll rebuild the rotation a little bit, but we'll make sure that Ben Simmons stays in there as our backups, or as our starting center. Crazy. Ben Simmons is like the 6th or 7th best player left on this team, but we'll simulate against the Bulls here and see if we can win in the first round. We're up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and we sweep Chicago. We're going up against Indy now, who has taken us out a couple times here in this video. They have Jeremy Roach as their starting point guard, but then they have Zach LaVine, Kevin Porter Jr., Zion Williamson, and Andre Drummond. Hopefully we can take them down this year. They're the 4 seed instead of the 2 seed. We're up 1-0, tied 1-1, up 2-1, up 3-1. And we finally do move on, and now we're going up against the 6th seeded Milwaukee Bucks, who have De'Aaron Fox, Alec Burks, Terrence Clark, Jalen Washington, and Derek Favors. We should sweep this team. I don't think they're going to take a game from us. We're up 2-0, 3-0, and we do sweep them. Now this Clippers team that has Kadeem Allen, Luka Doncic, Dylan Windler, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Zubac, Steven Adams, Naz Reid, Aaron Baines. They have a lot of centers. That seems to happen a lot. And then they have Kyle Lowry and Amari Bailey off the bench. Oh, this is a good team. We'll simulate the round, see what happens. We're down 0-1, tied 1-1, up 2-1, up 3-1. Wow, 4-1. I thought we'd have to go to at least... I thought we'd go to 7 games and we might not even win. But LaMelo Ball does win Finals MVP. And we get our 2nd championship with Ben Simmons in this video. So it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had not a lot of fun making this one, to be honest. It was like the most frustrating video I've ever made. We only won 2 out of the 5 championships. So I'll definitely have to do better next time. So comment who you want me to do next and I'll make sure to get them done. But other than that, it's been TKE. It's been real. Peace out.